What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good. Hope y'all doing great. Hope y'all staying safe. Right now, I feel like we need some teaching at this point in life. We need some understanding. We need some education as we speak. As y'all know, there's been like several months of controversy of what the title means. Halftime SuperBowl of the NFL. Make an understanding clear of what I understood of how some race or some, let's say, some epidemic, how they think, operate, or even have a mind process of overall being a humankind, if we can even say that word, humankind. I really believe the thought process of what a word should mean. It's combobulating in my mind, and even it's mind blowing for me to understand that how some schools teach. You understand what I'm trying to mean is that when I was in elementary school, they teach us the different words of how we should use them. So let's say when they give us math, they give us science. There's our basics. There's PE, that's physical education. There's health. That's basic rules. There's arts. So there's three classes that I think mean something to us, and that me and my rightful mind didn't understand why it's so important when I was a kid, but now that I'm an adult, I understand why. Because I see some bullshit in social media that should not even be explained like it's a deep thought. Like, if we would understand this so basically, we would not be in this position right now, right? So when we are in elementary school, they give us, like I said, it's math, science, PE, health, all that bullshit. But there's three classes that I'm trying to mention here. It's, first of all, history, second of all, Spanish, and third of all, English. So we as Puerto Ricans, we do have Spanish, English, and history, right? We're not that fucking, we're not in the jungle, if I'm trying to explain that better. I'm trying to be, patient here and give y'all information. So what history means by the book, history means that it gives us past, present, a little bit of future, and like what happened through time, right? What means English? English is a language, what I'm speaking right now. And Spanish means, a different type of language, even like French, Brazilian, Portuguese, Mandarin. There's different types of languages around the world. What I'm trying to get to the point is, because this is gonna be a long fucking video, y'all need to bear with me when I'm trying to explain here. Y'all need to understand where I'm coming from. If we have this basic fucking knowledge from elementary school, how do we get to this adulthood and people be like, you cannot speak one language and not be because that's not what I identify with. I don't feel comfortable because I don't speak that language. Like, we need to make a fucking discussion about if we don't talk Spanish, if we don't. It's like if we from Puerto Rico, we don't want y'all niggas from the United States because we don't talk English. That's some fucking bullshit. And y'all come here with a fucking Act 60 and y'all don't pay taxes like this motherfucker here, Jake Paul, talking shit. Bear with me right here. So we need to accept that a motherfucking millionaire needs to live in our, country, like they say, our country, like this is a fucking different world type shit, and live here in our island. Let's fucking specify that it's an island because we live surrounded by water. It's a portion of land where we are surrounded to water. So we are island. It's an island. That's why it's the island of Puerto Rico, the isla of Puerto Rico. We don't need to go into like this is a fucking three-dimensional fucking portion of land like Russia or China or some bullshit like that we live on the other side of the country. No, we live, some miles from it, like 3-4 hours from the East Coast. That's the fucking real time. You feel me? How we accept that some bullshit white Moby Dicks. Let's go like that. We going from insult to insult. Let's say this: Moby Dicks go here and live in our island with the 60 Act. That's a law. That if you don't look it up, that's a law that if you don't want to pay taxes from your fucking American country, American, because this is where we're going into. This is where we're going into to later going on. Later, I'm going to explain what American means. So you're going to look me in the eye and say what American means. I will give it to you. I'll give it to you in a second. Let me go explain how this Act 60 works. Act 60 means you don't need to pay the majority of your taxes. So let's talk a little bit of more history. If you're living in Spain, let's say Madrid, let's say Barcelona, let's mean Malaga. If you're living in Spain in general and you don't want to pay taxes, you go to Andorra. What Andorra is a little bit of a portion of a city that's in the middle of France and Spain. So people that go there, they don't need to pay taxes. So Puerto Rico's like the Andorra of United States. If you don't pay fucking taxes, you go and say, I want to be in the Act 60. That's a law, and I don't want to pay my taxes to the United States. But y'all so American about it, and y'all don't want to pay taxes to y'all country, so y'all country can, those taxes majorly goes to the military. Let's be real. That goes for the hospitals, healthcare. That even though y'all fighting for the fucking healthcare, that goes for the food benefits, even though y'all fighting for the fucking food benefits. That's a real thing. That goes to the political part, even though y'all don't want to admit it. That goes to the Social Security, even though we were fighting for the fucking Social Security benefit. So jumping into what American means, because I see people, speak that if you're not from the United States, you're not American. Going on from where Spanish and English goes to, let's go to the history class, my niggas. Let's go to history class real quick. History means, like I said, past, present, and a little bit of our future of what happened through time. We are in an elementary school. They give us history, and history has a map, different maps of what the world used to see, how the world used to be, and there was a portion in history where there was different Americas. Bear with me here. Different Americas. There were North America that was composed by Canada and the United States. Right? So y'all Americans, how y'all want to fucking say it, Canada is American. Right? Because it's America, North America. Then there's Central America. Central America is composed by Mexico, Nicaragua, Honduras. If you don't want, Google it up. But no, there's a map here as well. That's Central America. So let's say we Americans, because America means we are Americans, right? It makes sense. It makes sense because y'all can keep on appropriating from every word that is fucking made for what it is. Y'all cannot say we are Americans, even though there's North America and Central America and now South America. What the fuck is South America? There's Brazil, there's Argentina, there's Chile, there's Uruguay, there's Ecuador, feel me? There's Venezuela. So now there's 3 Americas. There's North America, Central America, and South America. And South America is denominated by another America. That's Latin America. What does Latin America mean? What is a Latin? That's a Latino. We Latinos. The niggas we speak Spanish, we Latinos. So imagine y'all being so fucking superior, if y'all want to fucking say it, and meaning that you live in the same fucking three-way country, because let's say like that, like I said, North America, Central America, Latin America, that's South America. Let's be more technical about it. So y'all being said that y'all want to be so superior and y'all speak just English, y'all can even speak Spanish, y'all can not even speak Mandarin, that's fucking Chinese. So great portion of the world speaks Spanish, and y'all want to be superior and just speak English because we don't understand Spanish. Nigga, learn it. I'm fucking Puerto Rican, and I understand fucking Spanish because that's my first language, and English. That's what I'm speaking at right now. And don't go like you don't understand my English because my nigga, I speak English. Y'all can see. So y'all understand what the fuck I'm saying. So I understand what the fuck y'all saying because I read it on the fucking Twitter section. Like there's something interesting about going on Twitter and speaking about we are Americans. My nigga, y'all not even Americans. So let's go back in history. Like we gonna keep going in history. I'm gonna keep giving you classes because this is what the fuck I'm doing. Feel me? That's what I'll do. I'll give classes. I'm going with the 6-9 term.
That's what I do, nigga.
Going into history, when y'all go back to your history, this would be funny because this is funny because these motherfuckers go and say, "Oh, we Americans," but America is everything: North, Central, and South America. So this is we all Americans. We are Americans. That's why they say we Latin Americans because y'all are Americans, so we Latin Americans. It's the fucking same thing. It's an American. You feel me? So we talking that ICE is getting immigrants, illegals, aliens, my nigga. Now we go into a different terms, aliens. But if we go back in history, the history of United States, let's say, like it is United States. It was composed by 13 territories. And who were the 13 territories? There was New York, there was Connecticut, and there was New Jersey, yada, yada, yada. So there was the 13 that we were going on, so on and so forth. Was these Americans living in them so-called 13 colonies? No, the fuck they weren't, my nigga. First, they were Indians, native Indians. So what the word native means, motherfuckers, y'all don't read dictionaries? Because I don't got a dictionary right now. I would have loved to give y'all a dictionary and show it in your fucking face. Like this is a fucking dictionary and shove it on your asses. Shove it on, hit y'all with the fucking dictionary. Put it in your mouth and break your fucking teeth with the fucking dictionary. If y'all don't want to read a fucking dictionary, there's Google. Go fucking Google it. There's a Google translator. Right? There's all these AIs. There's ChatGPT, there's Gemini, there's Grok on Twitter. For all y'all motherfuckers that go on Twitter, go use fucking Grok. You got all these fucking, technological shit. Y'all got the fucking books to fucking use them, and y'all don't do shit with it. Just go on and use your fucking dumbass brain cells. Because y'all can Google everything I'm fucking said about history. What does history mean? What does American mean? There's Google to use it to see the fucking maps. How we keep on letting this slide? How do we keep on, being said that Mexicans or other Americans, meaning Central America and South America, it's being illegal to go to North America? Y'all niggas aren't even Americans, my nigga. Y'all mixed from the fucking Scottish people, from the English people, the real English people, from London, from England, from Scotland, and all that bullshit. Y'all mixed up from that side of the country, and y'all come here and say y'all Americans. Because y'all stay with the fucking 13 colonies that I said they're from the native. What does native mean? That they're owned, that they are from that land. That's why the fucking dictionary is used and it's well spoken of what y'all motherfuckers need to understand what I'm trying to say. Talking about the Super Bowl, I did see it. It was more boring of what the fucking Patriots and Seahawks were fucking trying to do a touchdown with it. The regular season was better, if you know what I mean, than being offended by somebody that speaks Spanish. Because y'all couldn't understand what he was saying. But he does understand English. Let's understand this. A fake American, like this motherfucker said, Jake Paul, understands Spanish, because he's from Puerto Rico, and understands English. But y'all motherfuckers being so superior don't understand Spanish. So how the fuck that happened? How do we get to the point where a Puerto Rican can understand English and y'all fucking United Americans cannot understand fucking Spanish? That is something that I do not understand, and that's what I'm trying to teach y'all motherfuckers. Cause right now I speak English, and y'all understand everything I'm speaking. Cause he speaks bad English. That's a bad English, and I'm giving y'all the great English, like I'll talk to my mama. So even though if y'all did not understand what the fucking halftime show mean, okay, why there was so many bushes, why there were so many plants, that's what our ancestors needed to do to provide for their families. Go and cut grass, cut food, cut, bananas, plantains. So they cut the sugar canes. That was with these machetes. That's what our ancestors did. That's what our, great 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 grandparents did. Why there's a house in the middle of the fucking Super Bowl? That's the native old people houses. That's our grandparents' houses. So why there was people playing these trumpets and all that bullshit. That's the salsa and that's the bachata from Puerto Rico. That's a music tradition. You feel me? Before all this hip hop and all this bullshit, reggaeton and all that shit, the popular music was salsa. Bachata is more like a little bit of more Dominican, but Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, I don't understand why they're fighting, because it's the same. It's almost the same race. It's almost, because they talk a little bit more like splat out Spanish. Like there's the fine there's like the England English, and there's the country English. Why there was like fucking light posts on the fucking stadium? There's power problems in our island. So that's what it mean by putting on those light posts and them being, turning off, doing these bullshits like during a power outage. So that's what it means to have them there. So you got different types of, Puerto Rican tradition, like the piragua, the boxing, the food, all that things that makes us Puerto Ricans, the cultures. Like he was making what specifies us as a Puerto Rican culture. I still don't understand why people don't wanna really understand what they're talking about, because I see people, no, we Americans, my nigga, everything is in American. If we go technical, y'all not Americans. Y'all from England. Stay in your lane. Because those who do not understand their history, they're condemned to repeat it. That's all I need to say. See you next one. Y'all motherfuckers so fucking dumb. Y'all fucking Moby Dicks, racist motherfuckers that speak too much and y'all don't do shit. Cause that's why y'all need some fucking laws and some fucking amendments. That's why y'all fucking government is some fucking pedophiles. They don't wanna fucking admit it, but they were Jeffrey Epstein. Y'all know what fucking dudes that fucking bitches. They don't wanna understand and they don't wanna admit for what the fuck they did. Tell y'all fucking pedophiles to behave. And don't be speaking on God, because God is not a fucking pedophile. Jesus loved kids. So if y'all want to be fucking pedophiles, Jesus does not like that.